What's going on, ladies and gents? How are you people doing? Here back again with another World Cup video here. So Poland loses 3-1 to France. Poland are eliminated in the round of 16. Give it up to France and especially Kylian Mbappe. And here's the thing, man. Mbappe, he is without a doubt, in my opinion, going to break / on a pace for breaking Ronaldo's, Brazilian Ronaldo's and Miroslav Klose's all-time World Cup goal-scoring record. Like, if Mbappe can continue this form, it's going to happen. I guarantee you, man, it's going to happen because Mbappe, man, he's done it again. He's putting on another master-class performance at the World Cup that, just like in 2018, it just goes to show you here that we got to start putting Mbappe in the same conversation as Brazilian Ronaldo and Miroslav Klose, because what Mbappe is doing right now is just freaking impressive as heck. Seriously, I mean, obviously it sucks that Poland just ended up losing this game, but I knew that Poland didn't really have a shot against France to begin with, okay? Because I knew that France are obviously the far better team than Poland are, and obviously, if you compare France's national team and Poland's national team, you can't even, obviously France, they are going to win regardless, because obviously, Poland, they just, I guess you could say that if only Lewandowski was surrounded with talent on the Poland national team, like how he's surrounded with talent at Bayern Munich, like how he was surrounded at talent with Borussia Dortmund when he was playing for Dortmund, and like how he's surrounded with talent at Barcelona, then maybe, just maybe, Poland could actually make an impact at the World Cup, something that they failed to do, I guess, since 1986, because obviously going back, Poland's golden generation was 1974 to 1986, and obviously after 1986, Polish football really has kind of fallen off. I don't know what happened, but Polish football just hasn't really been the same since Poland's World Cup appearance, since their knockout appearance in 1986. Well, obviously there was Euro 2016. We had that magical squad at Euro 2016, and who knows what could have happened if we hadn't bottled it on penalties against Portugal. But here we are, it's just the same old Poland team, but obviously Lewandowski, he scored a penalty towards the end of the game, like in the very last seconds of the game. So honestly, I'm not really surprised that was the time we actually were able to score, because first half, Poland, they were actually looking good against France in the first half, if I'm being honest here. We were basically, knocking on their doorstep. It looks like we were going to score, and how the hell did we not score in the first half is just beyond me, because, that goal line clearance from Lloris, I think that was Lloris or Varane, was absolutely incredible. And, France, man, listen, obviously in the second half, Poland's defense was just all gassed out, and France, they took advantage of it, and, especially Mbappe, man, his freaking finishing is something out of this world, and I definitely imagine Kylian Mbappe is going to win the award for the tournament's best player, because once again, man, Mbappe, he's turning it up at a tournament, and he's without a doubt, out of all the previous French footballers, with the exception of Zidane, I guess, and Thierry Henry, Kylian Mbappe, he's making the biggest impact right now for the France national team. That, France, man, they are so blessed to have Mbappe on their team. Seriously, Mbappe, hey, the way how I see it, don't be surprised if France, by some miracle, managed to repeat as World Cup champions, because obviously the last nation to do this was Brazil back in, 1958, 1962. So if France, by some miracle, managed to repeat as World Cup champions, do you not realize how incredible that's going to be, especially for French football? Like, France, they're finally going to be in the same conversation as Brazil and Germany and Italy in terms of, winning multiple World Cups. Like, France, they're going to be in that same conversation sooner or later. I guarantee you that, man. So, yeah, man, France, what can I say? Très bien, especially Mbappe. Très bien. Yeah, that's my French accent. But yeah, man, très bien for France. They're just a team that is just, once again, bringing that magic at the tournament. They broke that round of 16, that supposed World Cup champions curse. France, they broke it, man. They freaking broke it. And I think that is absolutely incredible for football, that France, were able to break that stupid, champions curse. Because obviously, man, right now, the way how I see it with France, dude, they really are playing like they want to defend their crown, and that's what you really have to admire about the about Les Bleus, is just their commitment, you know, to defending their crown. Yeah, that just makes you go, wow. Now that's impressive. France, they are doing something no nation has done previously outside of Brazil for the last 50 years, and that is making an attempt at defending their World Cup crown. That is freaking astonishing, man. Just absolutely freaking astonishing. And you know, it it just makes you realize here that that France, if they do it, man, then it's going to be well deserved, in my honest opinion, because, you know, you see France, they are the main reason. You know, you look at the amount of depth France have, the amount of depth they have in their squad is just absolutely incredible. Seriously, that amount of depth they got, all that depth, especially with you know, with Rabiot and Tchouaméni, you know, that could be the ultimate thing that helps carry France all the way to another World Cup final. Like, it's insane, dude. It's crazy how this thing has happened, but hey, it just makes you go, wow, this French team, man, they still are in it. They don't want to lose hold of their crown, and they are still doing everything they can to make sure they can win it all. So yeah, that was a great performance by France. But for Poland, tough loss. You know, once again, same old reality for every Polish football fan. Like, if I'm being honest here, I have a feeling that Mexico probably would have put up a better performance against France than Poland would have today. Well, you know, I'm talking about the second half, because obviously in the second half, Poland, they really didn't do anything in the second half. France were just, you know, knocking on their doorstep, and, you know, when they did knock on their doorstep, you know, Mbappe, just that finishing is absolutely lethal, and I mean extremely lethal. So yeah, that's about it here with the video. Poland's journey comes to an end, but it is what it is. I expected it to end sooner, because especially considering that we didn't really have a chance at all against France. So that's about it. See ya.